Matt Ryan before that.
We know what that market is. That's $30+ million. That's just, it's why we believe that Dak's going to get 30-something, 35 or so, and Patty Mahomes going to get 40. Right? We know what that market looks like, but to actually hit it and go have someone else who didn't grow up with you, or you didn't grow up with them, pay you $30 million just seems extreme. It feels like an overspend, especially if you need other pieces. And what do we always say, BT? No team is a player away. Not a quarterback away. And if they are, I mean, maybe you're going to fall in love with Teddy Bridgewater, but I don't think I would fall in love with Teddy Bridgewater as my player away for $30 million.
It's got to be the right team. It's got to be a team with a running attack. It's got to be a team with an offensive line. It's got to be a team with a decent defense. If anybody, and this is not to disparage Teddy, this is just to look at what he's put on film and what he's put out statistically since he entered the league. If you believe that Teddy Bridgewater is going to come in and elevate your offense to a level that is, upper echelon, I would respectfully submit that you're really wrong. I don't see that. If I close my eyes, whether it's the AFC Championship game or the NFC Championship game, wherever he goes or whatever, and I say, boy, let me see. Can I see Teddy Bridgewater throwing for 3 bills and 3 touchdowns on the road? No. The answer is no. I'll tell you who I can see doing that. Now, the problem is he might throw 5 picks before he gets there. That's Jameis Winston.
That's right.
If I'm going to give somebody $30 million, I need to know. Now, it might not be fully visible and fully evident, but I need to have the belief internally, every football sensibility, every ounce of football sensibility. I need to know that I can reach in there with the proper coaching, the proper weaponry, and I can elevate that person and make him, and he's going to become a superstar.
Especially now that he has LASIK vision surgery.
It's going to help.
He can see more clearly downfield.
And Jameis Winston shows that.
No doubt.
Winston, we all watch Jameis play, because even if you don't want to watch the Bucs play, you have Mike Evans, you have Godwin, you might have James Fantasy, you might bet the over. I mean, people watch the Bucs a lot more, I think, than people would probably think.
Yeah.
This guy flings it as well as anybody.
Agreed. He's got a great ceiling. We know that. We've seen it since he was in college, BT. He's not only, this stud of a quarterback at times, the mistakes notwithstanding, he's also a really good leader. We saw it from the very first moment he got to the Bucs, and if it wasn't for his mistakes, and I'm mostly talking about on the field, but off the field as well, people would be talking about Jameis Winston as the model. This is the guy. He's a champion in college. He's he's stand up. He's right there with the players. Whatever.
Almost like a linebacker.
Exactly.
He's big and strong.
Right. He's
leader.
He's loud. He's rambunctious. He
sells
tickets. He's entertaining. Yeah, but he's entertaining.
Yeah.
He's got that rah-rah nature to him, and if you need him to fling it for 450 on any given day, he's up for the challenge, right? Now, I believe in that side of him, and I think the Buccaneers do too. So I don't think he's going anywhere, right? I think the alternative, whoever that may be, whether it's Teddy Bridgewater, whoever, or someone in the draft, but they're not going to be high enough to get someone. I don't think that they match what Jameis brings. So that's why I believe, even though you're saying this kind of not as if he's going to be a free agent, Jameis Winston, but if the Bucs have a choice, they're not letting him go. I know they need other needs,
but they do have a choice.
They do, but I think they're gonna sign him.
I do too.
Obviously he played his 5th-year option. They got to determine whether they're going to franchise tag him, which I think is the answer. To be honest with you,
then he'll be somewhat receptive to it.
I mean, he has to be.
He just threw 31 picks.
Yeah, exactly. He has to be receptive for a year. I think they're going to franchise tag him and try to build the rest of the team and see what happens. And then if he shows out, then they sign him to a longer-term deal.
And the 5-game window that Bridgewater started, granted, they were against a couple of pretty good teams. I mean, at L.A., the Rams, not that the Rams were playing well early, but the Rams, Seattle, Dallas, Tampa, Jacksonville, and Chicago. And, I don't know that it would be that different if he's quarterbacking for a different team. 165 yards, 177 yards, 193 yards. Granted, he is also rusty at that point, hadn't played a lot of football, had to ease him into it to be responsible to the young man and not destroy him. 314, 240, and 281. So, to be fair, to get even further fair, the Rams game, he came in when Breeze got hurt. Okay, so that's why I don't remember how much he played, but 165. But he had 2 of the 5 starts below the 200-yard threshold, which in the modern NFL is kind of hard to do. Let's flip this forward, and let's, still have to see what Brady does and what happens with Cam and all the new names that we've been spitting out there for months. What is the perfect fit? Forget about money for a moment.
Yeah.
Let's say if somebody finds it palatable enough to swallow $30 million for Teddy Bridgewater, where would he fit best? What team?
Los Angeles. Makes most sense.
The Rams or the Chargers?
The Chargers.
The Chargers?
Yeah, the Chargers. The Chargers.
So, Chargers? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because they have a good defense. They have a decent running game. I mean,
Gordon's going to come back.
They got to figure out what they're doing with Gordon. But even without him, Eckler's a good player.
Yep.
Right? So they're balanced. They're mostly balanced. And they would have gone a lot farther, I think, the Chargers this year if it weren't for the mistakes that this team made in the pass game. Phillip Rivers just kind of lost it. Like, we talk about this all the time with most position players. Rarely do you see it with quarterbacks fall off the cliff. Phillip felt like he fell off a cliff.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he was.
And that's why they were so willing to part ways with an icon for the organization. They just kind of sit about the pasture. Have fun in Florida. We're parting ways with you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Right? It just felt kind of callous for a guy who has been your starting quarterback for 16 years.
That's what happens when you play in a market where nobody cares. You couldn't do that with Eli.
That's right.
You had to do it differently.
That's a good point.
Good
point.